Welcome. Welcome in, everybody. We're going to be going in playing some World of Warcraft today. Quick shout out to Combat Tested Gaming. You can find us there. Come on, any veterans that's interested, come on and hang out. And my glorious computer business, PC Race Shop. What a wonderful organization. Glad I could be a part of it. Yeah. So here we go. We're gonna go live, play some WoW with Discount Dad, who's also live on the national page. That's right. All right. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and square us away as we go forward into the next screen. Perfect noise. Hear me well. Wait. Let's get back here.
Serve and volley style. If you went to Europe, it was all serve and volley. It was for grass and stuff. But Texas was a base fighting region, and so I didn't need to be extremely tall. You need to be tall geometrically to be able to be a big serve and volleyer. But if you're a baseliner, don't freaking matter. Michael Chang, Andre Agassi wasn't a big guy, you know. So, and Texas, that's what Texas taught. So.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of sports. There's lots of ways people can get in where they fit in.
And also, I had a one-handed backhand.
I enjoyed. I did track for a little while. I really enjoyed track. I like doing hurdles. I liked doing pole vault.
That's what I did. Pole vault and 300 men's 300-meter hurdles.
Yep. When in the 90s, one-handed backhands weren't common. I mean, there were pros that did, but I was trained at John Newcomb's tennis ranch, so I went there, and and they taught the one-handed backhand really good because Nuke had a big one-handed backhand, and then I came back and I went into high school, and I was like, I went from kind of a mediocre, I'm probably not going to get picked on the tennis team at high school, but I'm going to try it anyway. I started going to, my parents started sending me to John Newcomb's tennis ranch. After 2 years of that, I was a freshman in there, and they're like, who the fuck's this kid?
Thank you for the lurk there, Mission Commander. I really appreciate it.
Oh, please.
And yeah.
It's 90s.
Yeah. I had the M-frame tan lines. Like, who the fuck's this kid think he is? Because they'd never heard of me. I wasn't competing locally around there. And then I made the varsity team, like, first shot, and like, oh, this kid actually knows how to play. And then, like, hey, man, weren't you... I think I recognize you. And like, Joey, you kind of look familiar too. Weren't you at Nukes last summer? And he's like, yeah. How come I didn't see you? Because you made Top Gun, which is like they put you into different categories, and I didn't. I'm like, oh, yeah. But it's kind of like if you're trying to be a competitive basketball player and get into D1 or maybe NBA someday, you're going to those NBA players camps like the Jordan Flight School and all the other schools and camps to learn those skills. Well, I went to a pros tennis camp, and in Texas, you go to John Newcomb's. So, have you ever sent your daughters Captain Commando to Nukes? It is fucking worth it.
They're graduating high school this year, so
never too late to start a hobby.
They have adults too, but I don't know what their plans are with tennis. But
yeah, when they figure out what they want to do for college, and if they decide that they're going to try to get a tennis scholarship, then I'll
well, it's a great experience. And also the kids are out of your hair for a week or two, and they have a blast. It's fun.
They're working. I hardly see them anymore.
Oh, they got jobs.
Yeah, because they got to pay for college.
Okay.
And none of them want to join the military. So,
if you were my girl, your kids wouldn't have to pay for college.
Are you are? What is your rating? 100%?
No.
I know. Why? I get confused.
20%.
He was a computer guy in the Army. Remember? They don't shoot at them as much.
You have a 20? I didn't know what your original. Maybe you told me.
Not all. A Delta. Not everybody. Not everybody that served got blown up like we did.
No, it's
In fact, I wish I didn't have 100% and could just go back to like the mental fitness I was in before I joined.
I mean, I got shot
There are
at and
trade-offs,
mortar attacked and all that stuff, but
Yeah, man. I think are you still? We're working on your stuff, and that was a while back. But I thought you had a higher rating at least. But because if you
20%.
are 100%, your dependents should be eligible for Chapter 35. Just a reminder to those of us out there.
Did you have the same amount of baldness before you entered the service?
no.
That's service connected then.
Yeah, it was.
Is it a disability?
Well, depends. Do you wear hats?
Yes.
Okay, then probably no.
I mean, the military forces you to wear a hat, headgear for hours on end, days on end, weeks on end.
Yes, you could say that.
Affect.
I think that Commando
I would genuinely argue. I would genuinely argue that being in the military can exacerbate male pattern baldness or make it, or
that was a joke.
Increase it. No, I think it's important. Service connected. You're bald. You're stress that it caused you in your life. The exposure to. Yep.
I think a commando can afford their college, but he's teaching them a valuable life lesson, which is like, not everything's handed to you, which makes people better people.
No, that's what I tell my son all the time, son. I said, we are very fortunate and blessed to be in the position that we are in. I said, but it cost me, 7 years of my life and a little bit of my, a fair bit of my mental and emotional health and physical health. I said, so you can go do a job. I'm still working after service. I said, but life is different. I said, you're going to have to, as we talk about purpose, try to, lead our children to what they, what their options are in life. And that's all we can do is inform them of their options. Son, this is my experience. This is how we're able to have our life now, but it's not like this for everybody.
It also depends on the school. So like a lot of kids want to go to big universities and these things will put you hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. And like, you're not going to do that because of a school choice, but if you really want to go there, then pay for it, Okay, Dad, I'll do it. So I agree with that. I wish my kids would go to school. I just had a conversation with my older kids a while ago. And I was like, you do realize like you're slinging burgers because you don't feel like going to school and you're making less than what you would make per month from my benefits. You'd be getting $1,500 a month just on top, and your Pell Grant would pay for the school he wants to go to. So it's like, here's free money. And if you still want to flip burgers, you can, but like you're going to age out of that crap and then it's gone. And you're just like, I didn't want it. I didn't want to go to school back then. It's like, I'm going to hit him up. I'll bug him.
Yes.
I am currently learning how to play with a controller.
Okay.
Got to take him to a classroom again.
I don't know how to do that. I was going to say good for you.
You rolled up and lit up
Motherfucker.
incognito over there, bro. Didn't call for fire or nothing. Birds
Birds blazing, dude. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with something cool right here. Let's see.
You guys enjoying the weather up there in America? It's a sunny 72 degrees down here.
Now you're in America too, man. Just a different.
Yes, I am. We Costa Ricans are Americans.
You
South
are
Central.
Yeah, I think that I support a greater America.
Yes.
A bit, a more expanded America. We are one continent. We are one continent divided.
We
and a
are
land of
Venezuela.
immigrants. My brother's current girlfriend and love interest is a Venezuelan, and I was
where
like,
she lives? And get the phone.
with my brother currently, I
I think
think
there's a bounty on him right now.
Hell yeah.
probably.
I love it.
Turn in your neighbors.
I was, State College had some protests recently, or things. I'm convinced I'm convinced that I see my brother in one of these photos, and I was like, well, so you don't have to acknowledge or admit Be safe out there, bro. You know, but yeah, man. You know, we are one America. You know, that we have just decided, you know, throughout the history of time to
Right back.
try to divide North, Central, South. People cross, you know, water to get to our great continent, our great Pangea.
I got you guys. I just realized
Dude,
you guys have no idea what's going on.
I
No,
think
man.
I could do this.
We had no idea.
I'm over here streaming.
What's
You got
going on
the-
then?
I just
You
saw
got the
that.
Twitch going.
I'm on stage.
However, for some odd reason, your primary one was not letting me see an image. I'm reloading. See if that works. Nope.
My primary.
Yeah, so Cootie Shadow is not giving me an image. For some odd reason. I can see his camera. Oh, I can see him on stage. It's fine.
Discount Dad, how did you get that all set up?
It's
With
an
like the
add-on.
hot buttons and stuff.
It's an add-on, and it comes preset, but you can set it yourself. And I'm working on Revolve.
So am I picking you up for this or no?
Me? Give me
Yeah.
a second. Let me get my Revive pet going.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you got the easiest class. You just like push 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, right?
Dude, thereabouts. Yeah, I do. I just gotta figure out how to get Revive pet.
It's
Right
under.
now it's not fucking
it's-
bar.
Right, you can go. You can pull out just the pet one. If you go to the bar, it's a drop down, and you can select just the skill itself. Shift pull. Look at that guy. Oh, Tackman's up in the hizzy.
What's up?
Oh,
Hey, Tech Man.
the Grand of Georgia.
I'm trying not to freeze to death right now.
What's
yeah,
up, brother?
how's that ice?
It's cold, ain't it?
Fucking cold. My toes. I can't feel them.
That's why in Korea they do heated floors.
Yeah. I feel like I'm back in the army out in the field freezing my ass off.
I told Dawn yesterday during our podcast, I told her, I said, hey, wake up Scott in the middle of the night with a flashlight and telling him to, hey, need you to go do fire guard.
Give them a warm welcome.
That's
Man,
awesome.
who did the pictures for that that promo for that?
I do not know, but I saw that it was misspellings. But
Well,
it's
if you look
okay.
at the later, it's
Huh?
cooties. I get it. But look at the later promos for it, and Tracy's hat and name goes crazy on her picture because they ran it through AI so much.
Oh my goodness.
All right, invite me.
She looks like a Russian soldier.
Let's see. Blue in. Nope. Nobody else. Is Josie getting on? Or is it too late?
It's unfortunately a bit too late for me.
Okay.
He's fading fast
Well,
now.
They just freaking added. They just freaking added the maintenance that just concluded. So I mean, it was like 3 hours of maintenance today. Only supposed to be an hour.
Your Twitch ain't working for me. What's going on?
You talking about my personal one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Discount Dad.
Hmm.
Hey, is Jumpmaster, you know, when